Hey everyone, we're the Anime Works. I'm Az.
I'm Jay.
Yes, and finally, let's get to the seventh episode of Black Clover. Last episode, Asta got his robes. Now he's officially a member of the Black Bulls, and Noel is
Yeah, Noel.
salty.
Noel's not salty. She's like looking
I know,
down
I
at
know.
this
Now,
insect.
now people take this out of context and say, like, "You don't understand the importance."
No,
and
no, no. We've taken notes, man. We've
yeah,
taken
we have talked
taken
about
notes of every single frame.
we have talked about all the our
Yeah,
thoughts in the
yeah,
discussions. So if you
yeah.
don't check out discussions, it's your fault if you don't get something.
Yeah.
But yes, enough talk. Let's get into it. I am guessing we will get focus on Noel.
Yep, definitely.
All right, let's go. Ah, yes. I swear, if there's some details that are slowly being changed in this intro, and we don't catch it, that logo looks so cool.
These are like basic magic, levitating and carrying
Transmutation.
objects and stuff.
Shoulders very broad, full confidence. Yeah, someone told me in the comment that this is not the entire squad,
Yeah, of course.
apart from Noel.
Yeah, they did say that. Right?
There's somewhere else.
Oh, so comfy.
I want to hug that bird.
Oh, okay.
See, I told you, right? For him, it's a pretty big deal. Until we get a mission. Hey, he
Can
didn't
he
tell
read
them.
and write?
He didn't tell them. I'm surprised that he hasn't told them.
Yeah,
Maybe.
yeah.
Oh, it just happened, right? He didn't get time, obviously. So it's been like barely an hour.
Okay, they can read and write.
Literacy.
Can't.
Cut to
Yep.
Oh, the palace.
Oh, this is his room.
Wow, the parallels.
Prim and proper.
Klaus. Hey, the letter got here. Okay, so we are going to cut back to this every now and then.
Oh,
Hogwarts.
why can't people travel?
Oh,
yeah,
he
they
can't even write properly.
Only he can read his handwriting or something.
They can't even tell if he. Yes.
No, the priest is
Oh yeah, the
important.
village's name is Haji, not Hage.
Always look at the bird. Alright, I'll figure it out.
Poor guy.
Have some confidence, dude.
What? I don't think he. Yeah. I was going to say that. What if this whole house is
Alive?
keep not alive? Just keeps changing,
Oh, that would be fun.
like Hogwarts stairs.
Yeah. Yeah.
Base itself changes its shape. Awesome.
Wow, this looks more fun than Yuno's.
That's what I'm saying, right?
So yeah.
He complements his persona similar to Klaus.
What's with this bird, dude? It has to take care of him or something.
Oh, the bath. Which line is he speaking? Oh. So the dangerous beasts. Why is the? They're like his pets.
Oh, wait. I want to see something. Okay. No, I was like,
I want to see something. It's a torture chamber.
No, I was thinking they would send some magic from him, right, and get scared. That would.
Oh, okay. Music stopped. Oh, Noel. Yep. She is gifted in every single way. Cold eyes. Family. What, the royal family?
Yep.
I mean,
Not
bloodline
just
of the
noble
king.
family, yeah. What the heck?
He's pissed.
分かればいいのよ。
俺とお前は騎士団の同期なんだろ。そうだアスター言ってる。
関係あるわよ。
どんな関係だ。
Please tell.
愚かな下民は魔力の差で分からせるしかないよね。
Like, there's an inbuilt difference.
身の程を知りなさい。
Wow, that is disgraceful. Oh!
It deflected,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah, yeah, yeah. Did it? No, no, no. That doesn't make sense.
あなたの立ち位置が悪いの。
Okay, I did. I think it's deflected. She had no intention of hitting him.
団長の妹だか知らねえ
Kill
が。
sister.
てめえみてえなじゃじゃ馬引き受けてくれ。
Why
I
though?
told you, right?
That makes no sense. Wouldn't he be like, how dare you arrogant?
Yeah, that is also interesting. Don't.
こんな段、こっちから願い下げよう。何が防御よ。こんな最低最悪な魔法騎士団なんて。
Yeah, your seal of approval means everything. Don't insert the rope. Yeah, yeah. Oh, I know what happened. It didn't deflect. She is very bad with controlling magic. Her reaction was like, oh, I'm still not good. And she is pretending to be, you know, oh, I intended it for you. Because he can't deflect. The sword can, so it doesn't make sense.
Oh, you couldn't find a toilet.
Oh yeah, she's practicing. So she didn't deflect it. She can't control the magic. That's what we've understood. And she doesn't want anyone else to know. Yeah, see?
Yep, yep.
That's why it hit Magna.
She thinks that she should be better.
The same soundtrack that played when he got.
But isn't it strange though that she can't land a single hit?
I think the further the ball is, the lesser she has control over it.
How have she not figured that out?
Nobody taught her, maybe. She learned it on her own, like Katara from Atla. Wait, that's her? No. I mean, we already. Oh, she has sisters also.
Yeah, it's a huge family, right?
Hmm. Oh yeah, royal family, right? So obviously, a lot of brothers sisters. Ah, I see. The youngest and the mother died during birth.
Yeah, the mother died because of her. Right?
Maybe. I'm not sure.
I don't think it's just controlling. There's something going on here.
No one can be this bad. Oh no, I've been spotted by a lowly peasant. Jesus.
バカにされる。
Ah. Deflect before someone has a chance to shame you. That's why she attacks first.
Yeah.
By showing them their own place. What is that?
What the heck, dude? She
It
has
went
a
out of
lot
control.
mana,
Yeah. She's getting all the moisture from the air and the plants and everything.
No, it's her own. I don't think it's not like water.
She's not creating it. Maybe Asta will help her because you know it.
He can slice through.
No, he doesn't need to use magic, right? He speaks as if he already knows. Now go. Sadanim koi. He just cuts through this.
Yeah.
It's like it doesn't matter how powerful your magic is if
Yep,
we can
yep,
nullify
exactly. That's so cool.
it. Your knight in black armor.
Oh.
Wait, that's not how conservation of momentum works. What the fuck?
No, he just opened a portal.
Break down, break down.
バカにされる。
She hasn't really talked to common people.
Yep.
お前
Pretty powerful.
なんちゅう魔力持ってんだよ。俺、
Hmm.
魔力ないから羨ましいぞ。特訓して自在に扱えるようになれば無敵だな。ノエル。
Everyone's so powerful around her that she doesn't realize how powerful she herself is. Bruh.
アスタ。
魔力がコントロールで できなかっただけかよ。出来損ない集団黒の防御だぞ。てめえの欠点の一つや二つ。
That's why I took her in.
ってことはねえんだよ。
Ah, nice.
とにかく無事でよかったね。
Okay.
すごかったわね
I wonder if this will be enough for her to, shed away her, snobby attitude. In the background, it's all of those friends.
ほいよ、一緒に頑張ろうぜ。
Like, I don't want her character to be resolved this easily.
よろしく
Unless there's a lot more. A rainbow. She calls the rainbow.
No, her real problem is she doubts herself, right? So she can't be over that easily. Not the
Yeah, and
snobbish
whenever she
attitude.
confronts with her family, it'll all come back again.
Yeah.
Alright, right off the bat, I would like to say that the show does a very good job with the details. Like, we
Yeah.
notice the symbols and the crests,
The grimoire, the
yeah,
earrings,
signaling the teams or the royalty, whatever crest they have. So I like the details. Appreciate it. So obviously we'll start with the main character in question, the other new recruit, Noel. Alright, so it's very obvious what she's facing, right? I first thought that she was, like genuinely mocking them. But she's trying to put on an act because all her life since birth, since she has been put on a lot of responsibilities, she expects everyone to by default insult her or make fun of her because she was surrounded by her the other royal members or other nobilities. She doesn't really interact with the peasants, as you can see. So she by default thought that everyone would make fun of her just because she is royalty. So she by choice of birth she should have that much power, which is interesting because if it's really connected to bloodlines, then Asta is the rule breaker on that. That's why I say that might be royalty actually. If it's that strong, if the connection is that strong, and it's not just perception.
How much power she has.
Yeah.
This is another interesting thing. They said two things. One, you have a small grimoire, right? At least compared to theirs, it is a small grimoire.
Yeah.
If you notice, she has a small grimoire, yet she has so much power.
Potential.
And
Yeah,
mana.
I wonder if the grimoire keeps evolving itself, or is it just one constant, and this is for your entire life? And why do they need grimoires? Like, is it somehow maybe putting a cap on your power? Like, what if the grimoire is part of the whole manipulation and the scheme?
I used to think that whenever they open the grimoires are the activating their magic wells. Or
Yeah, the medium for their mana
the
source.
medium for their mana. I think the grimoire symbolizes how much power you have, and that's why
Yeah, obviously we discussed this in the first episode.
I don't think the grimoire itself is important. It's just a symbol of power. Like how powerful you can be.
What if it's kind of acting as a negative, like you are predestined to have only this much potential, so keep in your position, stay in your position, don't aspire to do more than what is required of you.
Or you mean like it's a control?
Yeah.
Control.
Yeah.
People.
The reason why I'm asking and doubting so much is because people have told us to pay attention to details, so I'm going to doubt and question everything. Alright,
Yep.
but let's focus on Noel first and then we'll talk about other points. So the thing about her putting an act, right, it's interesting that she did that even when she was all alone on the tower. No one's hearing her, but still, she looks at him and says, what an insect. So it's like she's trying to fool herself. I'm better than you all. It's not just an act and she's like, oh sorry, from inside. It's like she truly believes that yes, the nobility and the peasant, there's a certain hierarchy that has to be maintained. That's why it affects her so much. Alright, so your mic was away the entire time.
So sorry. The other thing that the royal family mentioned was that her mom died, right?
Yeah,
Their
yeah.
mom died because of her.
No, we don't know that. You're thinking that she died during
Giving birth.
during labor, but it could be something else. Maybe she was trying to protect her, or maybe it was completely unrelated. But the way the hate is redirected towards her, I feel like her death
Yeah.
was related to her surviving, to Noel's surviving.
Yeah,
So
right.
whether it was during labor or some other event, that's why there's an additional layer of guilt on top of that.
Mhm.
And she is from the royalty, and the symbol that she is wearing all around is the same as the Silver Eagles. So maybe the Silver Eagles are a faction of the royalty, not the Wizard King, but the King's
Mhm.
special squad. Like kind of similar to in Berserk with that.
Yeah, I mean, there's so many families around it gets
Yeah.
very complicated.
And another thing, I'm not sure if I discussed it right now, was that she attacks first before anyone else has a chance to look down on her. That's her defense mechanism by default. That's why, before even Asta says something, she's like, "You lowly insect," right? So that his retorts don't come that harshly on her. So that's interesting. Also,
Yeah, don't dare look down on
yeah,
young
yeah.
royalty. Yeah.
And it's not that she's not working hard. At first I thought that it was kind of like the fate, the cards she have been dealt with. Like, she's so fortunate to have been born in the royal family. She has all these resources, and Asta is someone is basically nobody, right? Who has trained all his life. He has this aspiration. He struggled to get here, and they both land in the same place. It's like she was at the bottom of that hierarchy, and he, somehow clawed his way up, and
Yep.
went into the files of these squads. So, but she was training in secret, frustration, and I wonder why her power doesn't work, because we saw in this scene also, right? She tried to hit Asta, but it hit Magna.
I wouldn't call that training. She's not working hard at training. She's just frustrated why she can't control her powers. And I think that
Maybe she quits too easily.
no, something is going on there, because when you're bad at something, you might hit your target by luck, like once or twice, and I did it. She has never done that. Like, it always goes off target, so it's almost like it's too perfect of
Or she's too stubborn. She's not thinking like, okay, maybe I'll try this. No, I have to hit. Why isn't it hitting? Like, she's too stubborn. Like, there's a mental block. Why isn't it coming to me naturally?
Yeah, that could also be it.
So she needs a different mindset.
Yeah, she doesn't understand the meaning of training or improving. She's like, I need to have this because I'm royalty.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Or maybe like she isn't thinking of her own powers as, maybe there's a different way of cultivating it or controlling it, and not the same as everyone else. It could be that also. And like how they said later on, right? Like
Okay, no, wait, hold on. Wouldn't she have been taught by the teachers at her royal family, or
That's what I'm saying, that she hasn't been taught. That's why. What if she has been training in hiding all this time? Because why would they spend resources on her? You should just die. She's not even worth a second look.
No, but when she's a child, wouldn't they be like, okay, let's just
Yeah, so maybe they gave
try
up.
something, and then they gave up,
Yeah.
right?
But the thing is, nobody helped Asta. Now Asta has this special thing with the black sword, and without that, he would not be
Yeah.
selected. That's there. So I won't say that Asta has made it, but so why can't she? It's not that. They both are anomalies in that regard.
Did you notice, because I don't remember, that the hero also had a sword, and it nullified the demon's dark powers?
Oh, almost like
Asta.
removing him from existence.
Yeah, just like Asta has, a sword, and he can nullify their magic.
We do know that there's definitely connection with Asta, and the Wizard King, and the demon. We just don't know what that is and how that's connected with the sword. One more point I want to talk about. Like Yami, what if he made a deal with Noel to take her in, or what if he realized that she is an oddity just like the rest of her gang, so no one will accept her. So she has potential, and she is stubborn, but she'll get around. That's why he took her in. And maybe she was questioning it the entire time, like, why am I here?
Yeah, I was like trying to remember back on the tournament day, right? Nozel didn't even let her try. She was hiding. She wanted to, she was holding the broom, but he instantly came and said that your destiny has already been decided. Don't even try.
Yeah, that's the thing, right? It's like fate and destiny with her, and also the grimoires being handed at the start of your career in
Yeah, it
wizardry.
chooses you, right?
Yeah. So I really want to know how someone develops their potential, or how much of it is predetermined, and how much of that impacts their actual training going forward. What if the nobility from a very young age are trained so much, that's why they are so good?
You know why he stopped her? Because she belongs to the Silver Eagles, and she would make them look bad.
What?
No, if he let her, do her, magic
Yeah,
thing.
obviously.
Yeah.
Obviously, that's the thing. That's why they distance. They might as well disown her for all they care,
Yeah,
because
yeah.
it would bring disgrace to the royal family,
Yeah,
and the
so-
bloodline and everything.
Yeah, he must have been like, just get away from us.
Yeah,
or
obviously.
something, yeah.
Instead of trying to help her, like how these guys will.
Mm-hmm.
Now, one thing I wanted to focus on just a little bit was Magna's statement about, oh, they're family, right? So you should write them. Now this could just be a line, or it could be something hinting at what happened to his family, or maybe he was an orphan. That's why he connects with Asta so much. And what if so now Yami took him in at a very young age, and he's basically kind of being his guardian. That's why he has
Yeah,
so
he's
much
so
respect
close
for
with Yami.
Like, he might as well have saved him. I think that will come in the some flashback later on.
Oh, this is like Band of the Hawk, Griffith saving these people.
Except Griffith is somewhere else.
Yeah. They also focus on how much power she has.
Yeah, that's what we saw, right? She has a lot of potential, just needs a bit of guidance that she never got, which she will get here. Now, what I'm focusing on, like, she might overcome her biases towards everyone, maybe, but I would like there to be some more hesitance, her own lack of confidence, and her own connection with the royalty. And whenever she might talk with them, she might still feel inferior. That might haunt her for a long time. And what if she, her connection with her family, like will they ever accept her?
I don't think she'll overcome her biases. She's been drilled this idea that she's different from everybody else because she's royalty. So I think she'll treat them with kindness and not talk to them like calling them insects or whatever. But I still think that it doesn't make any sense for her to just accept them as, yeah, we are all equal. I don't think.
Yeah, that'll be too quick.
Yeah, because obviously if you think that I was born in a different league from these people, they're not the same as me.
But that's what I'm saying, right? How much of that is putting on an act, like a defensive measure, and how much of that is a genuine cry for help, being twisted as how people do when they actually need help, they push people away.
No, I don't think it's that. I think this mindset, right, that royalty is royalty and peasants are going to be peasants, this mindset is everywhere. So I don't think that they're brainwashed to the point where they believe that's
I don't
true.
think she is brainwashed. I think she will be sympathetic because she has been treated that way. It's just like she was putting on airs all this time, and I feel like most of it is broken down, but there might be still a few things,
Yeah, I
few
guess.
walls.
Yeah.
So I talked about Magna, and the thing with how was treated when he was received by Claus is very similar to their own personalities, right? How like Asta found Magna, someone who was as wild as him, and and Claus are pretty similar, and
How so?
their mannerisms, at least.
Yeah, mannerisms, not their perspective on
Yeah.
things, obviously.
Claus definitely is looking down on even though he's gifted.
Yeah, he hates every minute of teaching him. and
This
spending
room is
time.
wasted on you.
Yeah.
Okay, the bird, right? I don't want to go to the bird.
There were too many shots of the bird actually. This
Yeah, the
time.
bird looks like it's just there. It doesn't fly away. Okay, so obviously it knows Asta. It followed Asta all the way from there, so it can recognize Asta and has some kind of connection with Asta.
But it also looked really exhausted. It's like I'm so done here.
They are like it's not personification, like humanizing the bird with the like waking up and
Yeah, it's like Asta's onlooker or caretaker. Like someone sent that bird to look over Asta and check on him, right?
what is it tied by some fate or something. So the bird. There are some details of the bird which I won't mention because I feel like I have some spoilers. So I'll let you decide. Like
Wait, look at this scene. Look, I'll analyze every single detail, right? Look at how they're afraid of him. Are they afraid of him?
no, you forgot it for the second time. And it's a comedic scene, I swear.
No, they're not all, jumping on him or anything.
I think you're looking too much into it. Like I don't think I'll forgive her just now, so soon
Just yet.
because just yet because she was very disrespectful. So she hasn't earned my respect.
I mean, we don't know how this will change her. I hope it doesn't happen too quickly because that won't make
Right,
any
because
sense.
I need a overarching arc of her. Any last points before we wrap up? The line about Asta, the robe I worked so hard to get.
Yeah,
she
that
just
was
soiled it.
yeah, that's a very
Yeah, that's a very good way to
important
cap
line. Yeah,
cap
yeah.
it all.
Yeah.
The interactions. Okay, what are the
She just throws it
what are the
away.
ravens and the crows at the beginning of the opening? Like, how are they connected to Asta? Is it just a stylistic thing of black crows and ravens and his own black sword and everything? Is it just a stylistic choice, or is there more? Like, what do crows and ravens symbolize in general mythology? And while you look it up, one more point that I had was, she said, right, this is the absolute worst squad. So I wonder how the other squad leaders look at this whole squad, the Black Bulls, and how does the royalty treat them? We see like they don't have that big of a mansion and everything, but what is the perception? Do they even get any missions, or they just get the run of the mill or scraping the bottom of the barrel kind of missions, like useless stuff?
Wisdom, affection, healing powers, longevity. What? Death and fertility.
Okay, leave it. All right, so we can't really figure out what ravens or crows at the beginning of the OP symbolize. I wonder if there's more to it or just a stylistic choice.
Vice.
So if they're
Yeah,
called,
death, transformation, rebirth, afterlife,
okay, that's
rebirth.
interesting.
Rebirth.
Okay, I'll remember the symbols for ravens and crows
Mm-hmm.
later on. I'll file it in. Them being group of failures. I wonder where Yami came from. Was he a reject from some high-ranking squad and he formed his own squad or something? I think he founded this squad.
Yeah, how did he get there even?
No, I think he founded the squad, the Black Bull squad, specifically. He probably maybe was once.
Are they allowed to just create squads?
I don't know.
There
But I
are
feel
there are
like
always
there's-
9 squads.
But I feel like it's not been there for a long time, like the other squads.
You
Say
know,
at the end.
I think how he got there is he probably did something really great and he was granted a wish or something, like this is my request. I don't know, maybe.
he
they
did
were
the king he did the king a favor.
Yeah, or something like that,
I feel like he's
But
more,
if he was born a peasant, then they would never have.
I feel like he's more powerful than the other squads, most of the other squad captains.
Oh, you think
It's
so?
just that he chose to help the misfits and the failures because he was once that, and he
Yeah, because there's no way he is someone who was born in, lower
Royalty.
class. No. Someone who was born in the lower classes and he rose up. Because there's no such thing as,
that's the thing, right? There might be a few outliers like that. Anyway, we'll discuss that.
No, there's no way. There's no way in hell that they would
there
have
is
let
no way
him.
in hell he's a royalty or some noble. No way in hell.
No, he definitely is, and he hated the royalty, and that's why he's
Okay.
because he really
I'll bet you.
no, he really tries to look tries to be like act like a rundown
I'll
peasant.
bet you that's not the case. You're wrong about that. Anyway, we'll check it out whenever that episode comes. All right, a bit disorganized, but that's most of our points, almost all of points that we noted. Please don't spoil it, as always. This is just theories based off what we've seen. I'm still enjoying the show a lot. This is probably my favorite video to make whenever Black Clover comes. I really like analyzing and theorizing stuff.
Yeah, and once again, it's a very we analyzed a lot, like 1 page. Yeah.
Yeah, sure. All right, that'll be it. See you guys next time.
Yep.
Bye.
Bye.